Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and this morning I want to talk about Scarlet Nexus. Okay, I've been playing this game now for I don't know, it says like 12 hours or something on the thing. I don't know if that's right or not. It doesn't feel like I've been playing for 12 hours, but yeah. Okay, so I am freaking loving this game. Normally, I am not really that big on JRPGs. I mean, I like them. I think I like the idea of them more than I actually, really get into them. There's been, like Final Fantasies, I play those. I can play, Near series. Over my time as a gamer, I have, I have played a few, but I've never really gotten to a point where where like they're like, where I go out of my way to pick them up. This one here, the only reason I played it is because I downloaded that demo, and that demo was freaking amazing. I love the combat of it. It reminded me of that. It was reminding me of like playing like a Devil May Cry or something, that like over the top action. And so basically I've been playing this game since, yesterday, yesterday when I got off work and I came home. Actually, you know what? Maybe I have been playing it for 12 hours because I started playing it, oh gosh, at like noon. I played it for a while. Yeah. Okay. So, I am really enjoying the combat and the story of this game. Normally, what's up, bro? How's it going, Jet? Normally, when I start playing JRPGs, I either like the story and hate the combat, or hate the combat and like the story. So sometimes I lose interest in them about halfway. But this game, the combat, freaking amazing. The story, I mean, it is a little, I mean, like a little weird. But once you start to get into it, and once it like wraps you, like I'm liking this game, man. I normally cannot play JRPGs for, I normally do not go out of my way to get them. Bro, I've been on this game nonstop. Yeah, it's freaking good, isn't it, Jet? Woo, man, I like it. Gosh, it says I've been playing it for 12 hours on my last save. I mean, I do feel like that's right, but I don't feel like that's right. I don't feel like it's been exactly like 12 hours and 14 minutes or whatever it says. I mean, if it really has been 12 hours and 14 minutes, dude, this game has like kept me completely like entertained. Like the time is just blown by. I played it pretty late last night. Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I've been playing it since then. Yeah, dude, I'm loving it. I do. I love this game. I definitely can recommend this. I started with Yuito or Yuito or whatever. I still got it on right now. Yumito. Yumito. Dude, and I've only been playing this guy's character, this guy's story, so I can only imagine like the whole nother freaking story for the other character. This is gonna be freaking good. Like I'm curious to find out exactly how long this game is gonna take to complete, because if this game is literally like 40 hours, for like one character or something, oh man, story and gameplay. Yeah, dude, this game is freaking pretty good, man. I love the detail. Like, oh my gosh, it just like some of the story. No, not on Game Pass, Andy. I'm sorry, my friend. I can recommend buying this game. It is only the average, $60 price. So yeah, dude, for the gameplay I've already got, like right here, it tells me I've been playing now for 13 hours, 6 minutes and 24 seconds, dude. And I'm freaking loving every minute of it. I just wanted to get on here and like talk about it this morning because like it's good and it's going to take me a while. I'm thinking it's going to take me a little while to get through this game. So yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited about this one. I played that demo and I was like, yeah, I mean, I was kind of having like, thoughts about it, like thinking, oh man, it's just gonna be another one of those JRPGs where I start playing it and I get halfway through it and then I quit playing. I don't think that's the case this time. Like the character design is pretty cool. I like the powers and stuff that you can get. The skill tree thing seems pretty easy to upgrade your character. The combat is really fluid, really fast. It almost feels like you know what? The one thing I do wish. What's up, Zombie Fanatic? How you doing, man? The one thing that I do wish though is like when you dodge backwards, I wish you would do like a backflip. You know, I don't know why I like that acrobatic kind of stuff in these kind of games, but I love the fact that like you can dodge and that you can use powers and that you can use powers from your teammates to enhance your play style and stuff. Dude, it's freaking pretty cool, man. I like this. Like each character that you have with you is going to have a different type of power or something. Like one will make you go invisible. One can make you can make other things that are invisible visible. There's one with, you know, they got like a pyromancer type stuff. Like dude, everything I've seen so far, like I'm happy. I like this game. I like the way it feels. I like the design of it. The levels are definitely linear. There's kind of like an open world hub that you can like walk around and like talk to people and stuff. The bonding and the bonding system. I'm giving like gifts and stuff to oh gosh, what's her name? Hanabi. I like Hanabi. She's probably my favorite out of the ones. Like you can give them gifts, you can like talk to them, like stuff like that, and it makes them happy and increases your bond. And then then you get better attack powers from them when they're in combat with you and help you. Man, this game is so freaking good, man. It's just, I thought I was going to get lost in it because of all the stuff, but yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I'm really liking this game. I really dig it. I do think it's worth, 4K 60 on Xbox Series X. It's probably like 1080p or 1440p 60 on Series S. But yeah, it's freaking good, man. Like the detail in the characters. Normally, I have a problem with these. How you, brother? How you doing, Capella? Normally, I don't like the design of these freaking JRPGs. You know, like the visuals, like the background visuals, like the world visuals. I never really get into that. Like Nier Automata was like one of those ones that I really liked, but the gameplay and everything, but the world kind of design was a little bit, you know, like it almost reminiscent of something that you were playing on like PlayStation 2 or something. This world here sometimes feels kind of open graphically for an anime. Great. It is looking. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like it looks good. There's a lot of fidelity, a lot of detail in the visuals in this game. Like I like it, man. This is one of those games that, you know, come once in a while to where I'm just like, I'm super excited about it and I love playing it. So yeah, I haven't heard that much about Scarlet Nexus. Is it a game worth getting? Yeah, dude, I like it. I definitely am liking this game, and I'm pretty sure that the gameplay is going to be worth the gameplay is going to be worth it in the end, because I'm about 13 hours into it and I've been like dawdling and stuff, and there's this one boss in there, like so the boss fights are kind of set up to where you have to use environment, or you have to use like certain things to I don't want to spoil like gameplay or anything for anybody, but like these boss fights, they're like they can last a while, you know. I mean, like, because I'm playing on the standard difficulty. I'm not playing on like hard or easy or anything. And like this one boss took me like 3 freaking times to beat it. I was like, wow, man, that's pretty intense, man. And you know, that was kind of early on, you know, and I was like, ooh, boy. Well, there's the one first boss that you fight, the one that was in the demo. I'd already beat that one on the demos, so I already basically knew how to fight that one. But the other ones that I've been fighting lately, I'm like, it's pretty fun, man. I like that it makes you think and gives you challenge, but it isn't like Dark Souls hard. So it's like something that you can that you can play and enjoy and have a good time getting through the story and stuff. And see, the thing with JRPGs is like there's a lot of character building, and the characters in the JRPGs are usually pretty deep for the most part, and sometimes you either like them or you hate them. You must be talking about Naomi. Yeah. That one. Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty, that fight was pretty intense, man. It took me like a couple times to figure out how to actually get that. But then once I figured out like the move set and how to do everything, it got to yeah, it's definitely not a button masher. Do not go into this game thinking it's a button masher, because you will get your butt handed to you pretty quick. You do kind of need to learn the system and how to fight and stuff. I mean, you can spam a lot of stuff, but that's not going to help you, because if you're trying to go mostly melee on this game, it's going to take you forever to whittle down like the bosses and everything else. You have to use the systems that are in place to fully like grasp the combat in this game. And once you do, oh my freaking gosh, dude, it all flows together so nicely. I'm not getting any screen drops. I haven't ran into any bugs. It feels smooth. Like I'm happy with this game. I do not feel like I'm a quality assurance tester for full price, and then it'll be like half price or Game Pass later. I saw a video made by the developers talking about the game, but that's about it. Yeah, a lot of times when these JRPGs come out, zombie, like most people like look at them and they're like, oh man, like because they do. I mean, like the humor in them and stuff is normally, it's normally like more like I don't know, they just feel like kind-hearted type deal. I don't know if that makes sense. They feel more like you're at ease. Like all Japanese games feel that way. They always feel like they always try to put you at ease with like the music and like the nice friendly humor of the NPCs and stuff. Like it's good like that. Like I do like that. I do get like a calming sense when I'm playing these kind of games, which is weird. Which is a kind of a weird feeling to have when you're playing games, but gosh, dude, I like this. I like the characters in this game. They're not like super SJW. Music is great. Yeah, it is. I do like the music in this game too. Like this game is pretty freaking good, man. I rarely ever get this excited about games unless they're pretty good, unless I really do like them. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I like the way it plays. I like the way it feels. I like the fact that you can that like it makes you learn, that it like Jet was saying, it's not a button masher. I freaking love that, because a lot of them, like Nier Automata, there's actually a setting in that game to where you can just put the combat on autopilot, man. It's insane. You could just sit there and enjoy the story and everything. Nier Automata, the story in Nier Automata and Nier Replicant, those are good stories. Like those are really good stories, and the combat on those is freakingly, I mean, is on point. Those games are super fun and super addicting and have really good. Definitely flew under the radar for me, but I got 11 hours in. Yeah. Did you not see it when it first came out? You didn't like pre-order it or nothing, or what? Yeah, like I've been playing this and like thinking about it and like how to review this game, but I mean, as far as I can tell, as far as I'm into this game, man, it's gonna take a little while to get through this, especially on both characters, because the other character that you can play as, she's pretty cool too. I mean, she's yeah, she's I don't know, she was kind of angry at first, but it's starting to. I took Yumito or Yuito first. Any game, dude, I always start with the guy character first. That's just me. I mean, after you played the demo, I was like, yeah, I definitely got to get it. Yeah, this is one of those games that I was thinking it was going to be. I mean, at first, I mean, I was really liking the demo and the combat and stuff, so I was like, yeah, you know what, man, $60, no problem. I'll just buy that and play it until I get bored with it or whatever. But dude, here I am like 13 hours later, man, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I still want to continue playing this game, but I had to put something out there because I do. This game deserves the recognition. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be experienced. I do think that JRPGs are starting to come a long ways from what they used to be. I mean, a lot of the JRPGs from like when I was younger, they were mostly turn-based combat and stuff. Yeah, I hope it sells well too, so we get a second game. This is pretty freaking good. I thought it was, when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be like a Code Vein, like a Code Vein game. I'm the same way though. I was planning on building him as a more of a ranged character, but after the demo, it seems like I can't, and the girl is more of the ranged character. Yeah, I haven't even started trying to play her yet, but him, I like that up close and personal combat and stuff, and like being able to string together like the combos and stuff with like using your telekinesis power and stuff or pyro or psychokinesis or whatever. Dude, it's pretty freaking fun, man. Like I like it. I think this is so freaking well built. I do. This is one of those games where it's gonna go in my it's definitely up there on that pedestal with games like the Final Fantasy VII remake and Nier Automata, the Nier series for me. Like this is one of those games that I really like. I would definitely recommend this and hope that, and I hope a lot of people play this game just because of the fact that, I mean, like there are parts in here that you're going to be like, there's a lot of tutorial stuff that pops up all the time, like a lot. And sometimes it kind of gets like a little distracting, you're just like trying to play and like get through story beats and stuff like that. But I highly recommend, because I've actually taken my time to read that stuff this time, even though it frustrates me, but I like the gameplay so much that I want to be wary for people who haven't bought it. There's definitely a lot of cutscenes, LOL. Yeah, exactly. So the only thing I would really recommend when you play this game or when you start playing this is the these tutorials. Read them. It's definitely going to help you and help you understand things, because that buddy system and stuff like that, you do want to nurture these things. JRPG games are always like that. There's always some, I mean, even with Judgment, the one I just got that one a little while back. I do like Judgment, but like I said, sometimes I just kind of lose interest with all the systems in the JRPGs that they got. Like going around and taking pictures and doing and just doing some of the stuff, in there. But they always seem to have that, building up a friendship type deal lately, anyways, which is not bad. But I mean, this game right here feels like it's meant to be played for a while. It doesn't feel like it's one of those, get through like the 15 stages or whatever, and be done with it. This game feels like you could play it for a little while. I don't think 200 hours or anything like that, but I would say good 50, 60 hours you could probably put into this game. From what I'm feeling right now, like I'm barely scratching the surface, man. Still just like learning like mundane, like system things and stuff. I absolutely, yeah, the art style in this game is really good, really good. I've kind of noticed that there might actually be ray tracing in this game. Like when you run past shop windows and stuff, I don't know if it is or not, but even like cars and other things. But then there's certain things that like the reflections look like the screen space reflection and they look really good. I like that. But I was just wondering if there's actual like ray tracing in this game, because if there's ray tracing in this game, it's not like the best ray tracing. It's not even as good as the Devil May Cry next gen upgrades. That ray tracing was really blurry and fuzzy and stuff, and this is just like 5 steps down from that. But if it is ray tracing and this game is still running at a solid 60 frames a second, hey Toby, how's it going, my friend? And if this game is still running at a solid 60 frames a second with ray tracing, and like, dude, this game is so good. I haven't noticed any screen tearing. I haven't noticed any frame drops whatsoever, even in big combat, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, this game is so good. I recommend this. This is one of those JRPGs. I'm like, yeah, you could definitely not go wrong buying this game, and you will have a good time for the most part. You know, it's just if you have to get over the whole JRPG thing, like the way the JRPGs are structured and the conversations and stuff, you know, like in the cutscenes, stuff like that. It's one of those things. Some people either love it or hate it, and me, I'm about in the middle. You know, sometimes I really love it, sometimes I just really don't care for it. But I mean, I was never really. I just bought it £49.99 installing now. Yeah, dude, I think you're gonna love it. This is one of those games where like it feel like this one here doesn't even feel like it really starts out that slow. Pay attention to all the stuff, Andy. Pay attention to all the gosh, what is it? All the help tutorials and stuff. Read them. And I mean, like, it's not hard to like figure this stuff out as you're going, but sometimes these JRPGs, they throw stuff at you so fast that you start to lose track of everything. So just get used to doing everything it asks you to. Well, just try to familiarize yourself with the stuff. You know, spend time reading the menus and stuff like that, just so you can have a better experience with this game. Because if you go into it trying to play it like a hack and slash or something like that, it might be a little tough to figure out later in the game. Like, I do that a lot. Sometimes, guys, I will play a game and I'll kind of just I'll just blow off all the stuff, and then I'll be like, ah, man, and then I'll forget how to, and then I won't get a good experience in that game because I won't remember how to do some of the stuff. So I don't think this one here throws it at you as fast as some of them, but I mean, like, I turned on this Monster Hunter Rise, and man, that game is freaking. There's like so much they just start throwing so much information at you. But Monster Hunter is a completely different game. It took me over a year and a half with Monster Hunter World, almost 2 years before I finally beat that main camp. Well, no, not 2 years, because I went through it. I beat it a couple days before Iceborne came out. I finally beat the main campaign before the Iceborne came out, but I kind of rushed through it, you know, with my friend and stuff. I was 10 hours and still getting tutorials. Yeah, dude, I'm still getting tutorials at like where I'm at. Oh, I love it, man. I hope it does well commercially enough to get a sequel. Yeah, I do. I think this is a good one. I was kind of taken aback why Code Vein didn't get a sequel. I definitely like this way more than Code Vein, dude. I mean, I liked Code Vein, but I like this a lot better. Code Vein was just, I don't know. I definitely like this a lot better, and it looks 1,000 times better. You know, Delusional, I actually pre-ordered that Tales of Arise too. I like the way that art style on that looked, so I decided to pick that up. I am trying to get more into JRPGs. I really am. And after playing this demo and then that Tales of Arise, I just said, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pre-order that one too. So yeah, I got that one pre-ordered. So I'll be playing that. It's a very environment-based focused, isn't it? Is it very yes and no, yeah, Code Vein was meh. Yeah, I was I mean, me personally with Code Vein, I think the reason I lost interest in that pretty quickly is because they didn't have I mean, it was 1080p on the Xbox One X. Tales is an awesome series. Yeah, I haven't never played any of those Tales of Arise, guys, so this will be my first one. Zed, welcome to the show, man. Finally get to it while you were streaming. I did this just for you, Zed. I honestly did this just for you, just so that you could show up to one. No, I mean this. Yeah, we're talking about the Scarlet Nexus, dude. I love this game. I'm freaking pretty happy with this. I've the last good JRPG I played recently was that Nair Replicant. So if you haven't purchased Nair Replicant and you have a Series X, you'll get 1440p resolution with that, and the combat in that again is freaking amazing. Code Vein was fun, co-op, and it also had the best character yeah, it definitely had the best waifu simulator I've ever seen to date. You are right, Delusional. Gosh, dude, I don't know why I maybe I should have played it co-op or something. I mean, I still have it, dude. I bought it digital. I have it downloaded on my Xbox, so I mean, it's definitely something. I was playing it in retrospect to kind of, because I didn't know if this game was going to be completely. I'm glad this game isn't like a Soulsborne type game. That makes me a lot happier about this, because when I play like Soulsborne, sometimes they take me a long time to get through, and this is something that I just wanted to play, but then they force you to wear masks. Oh yeah. Neo 2 also, yeah, Neo 2 deep character creation too. I do like that game as well. Do you guys consider games like Neo 2 JRPG? Because I don't. I consider it a Soulsborne type game. I consider yeah, I mean, I guess you could consider that a JRPG. Maybe. Carlos, what's up, my friend? Support this game on Xbox. I bought it on the Series X. I bought the game on the Series X. I think whatever you have, dude, buy this game and play it, because it's been pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of the way I've always thought about it. Delusionals, it's more of a Soulsborne, but it does have, like, I like Neo because of the fact that it gives me that that Ninja Gaiden feel, but also that Bloodborne or like a Bloodborne. It's I don't think it really feels like a Dark Souls, but more like a Bloodborne. Yep. Scarlet, I wish. No, it's not free, man. You can pay for this one zombie. You can buy one, man. You can take one for the team and buy one. It might come to Game Pass if it doesn't do well, but I don't know, man. Me personally, I really like the excitement of playing games when they first come out. As an Xbox main, I sadly never got to try Neo games. They look good though. Yeah, dude, if you do decide to pick up a PlayStation 5, Delusional, they actually upgraded both Neo 1 and Neo 2 to PlayStation 5, and it looks freaking amazing on my PlayStation 5 now. Like, it looked, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. When Neo 2 first came out, and I bought it day one, and I put it in on my PlayStation 4 Pro, I was like, ooh, gosh, it looked so freaking fuzzy, man, that I just, and the resolution was so low that I was just like, ooh, gosh, man, yeah, I don't know about this. It didn't look anywhere near as good as the first Neo did. So I kind of put that one in my backlog, and it's still kind of in my backlog. But now on PlayStation 5, I have been, yeah, Neo wasn't on Xbox. I've been complaining to him on Twitter for a long time to actually put it on there, but you know, I mean, that is a game that is possible to come to Xbox, but it might be a while. It is on the PC. It is on PC and PlayStation, not Xbox. Yeah. The developers were asking people a while back, Delusional, if they wanted something like Neo 2 on the Xbox. So I don't know if it's going to come or not. I wish it would. It would definitely. Well, I wish it would, so that other people could get to play it. But now that I've got the updates for the PlayStation 5, and they did a good job updating this for PlayStation 5. Like, it's even got 120 frames a second mode in there. But yeah, but damn, that sucks. They need to bring it to Xbox. Yeah, they should. Honestly, they'd probably make a pretty good amount of money on that one. I don't understand why these developers are so. I don't understand why third-party developers would make deals to cut themselves out of a whole nother market, dude. That just sucks. That's stupid in my opinion. Like I don't know. I mean, but yeah, like when it comes to this Scarlet Nexus, guys, I'm pretty freaking happy with this game. I I haven't finished it yet, but I can tell right now just by how this is going, this is going to turn out to be a freaking really good game. It's going to give me that. I mean, it's already given me that that feeling of like wanting to keep playing it and wanting to get through it. So yeah, dude, I'm pretty happy with this. I've been normally I don't get this excited over JRPGs. I mean, like honestly, I don't, but PS fanboys will be furious. They're already taking so many L. Dude, PlayStation fanboys are trying to hype up a freaking indie developer thinking it's Silent Hill, bro. I mean, I don't get what's going on with that. Scarlet Nexus is the only game I bought this year. Gosh dang, freaking spoiled brat with that that Game Pass. Game Pass is, yeah. I have that. I bought that day one when it came out. When they put that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remastered out, yeah, I bought that day one. That looks pretty good, man. I like it. I like the way that world design looks more than I like the way the world design on Need for Speed Heat, or or the other ones look. I do wish it had more of that off-road stuff, because then that would be a lot cooler. But yeah, it was pretty good. Mike, pick up Tales of Arise too. Yeah, I definitely pre-ordered the Tales of Arise. I'm gonna buy that. I like the way that world design looks and stuff. Like as Genshin Impact or whatever, I downloaded that and I quit playing it after like 20 minutes. I was like, nope, this game ain't. Nope, I'm not doing this, man. I can't do that. Phantasy Star Online 2, the new one, the new Genesis or whatever. I downloaded that and I'm just like, oh my gosh, no, I can't. I couldn't do that one either, man. But like this one, yeah, dude, I love this. I heard a rumor that GOT was coming to PC, and they are up in arms. GOT. GOT. What's that? Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Sorry, man. Yeah. Yeah, but they might actually be giving us an update for that too. Some more story content, like a DLC. That'd be pretty cool. If it goes to freaking PC, man. Yeah, I don't see why they shouldn't. Sony fans hate anyone else playing games. Yeah, that's true. They do freaking. I don't understand why they get so hyped about it, man. It's like, dude, I mean, PlayStation makes a certain type of game for a certain type of gamer. And I appreciate that, because I am one of those certain type of gamers. I love those games. But to like trash Xbox for taking chances and putting out other games, like that doesn't, like, I don't understand why anybody would feel that way. I could see you bagging on like a console if it has lower power, like whatever, if they want to come to the market with lower power, cool, but bagging on a console purely because of the games, that has never like sat right with me. Yeah, definitely. The Hideo Kojima thing, I've heard that a lot. I've seen Phil Spencer Shelf having the Kojima thing on there. So yeah, that's probably going to happen. I would bet that Kojima would do something like that. Games going to PC isn't bad, not at all. Overall, I always enjoy gaming on consoles. Let other players. Yeah, exactly, dude. Me personally, I'm going to buy my consoles whenever they come out, and I'm going to play the games on those most of the time. But yeah, dude, if somebody wants to play on PC, let them buy it. We all were Zedlow. Oh, did that just confuse you? I was confused about that one too, a little bit. Yeah, I get confused a lot. I get confused pretty easily though. So, there will be no reason to buy a PS5 though. Just like there's no reason to buy an Xbox because all games are on PC. Yeah, but not everybody can buy a PC. So I heard Scarlet Nexus is 1080p 30 on PS4 and Xbox One. Down, yeah, dude, that would suck, man. Playing this game at 30 frames a second at 1080p, that would be. Well, I mean, if it's on Xbox and PS4, yeah. But you guys heard that? I mean, now even if you have an older Xbox, they're going to be able to use that Fidelity FX Super Resolution on those. Yeah, I don't think consoles are going. Yeah, no, I don't think consoles are going anywhere. You know, Toby, when it comes to like PC, most people are probably intimidated by it, let alone, let alone intimidated by all the stuff that you have to do for like PC, but intimidated by price and other things, whereas a console is just basically for the most part plug and play. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much the consensus with, I would say, 90 to 95% of gamers. I'm pretty sure that's the consensus, that we don't really care if the games are on PC. Like, we're still going to buy our consoles and we're still going to play our games on our consoles, just because a lot of people like that ease of access. I mean, that more optimized experience, like out of the gate. I mean, I'm not saying that yeah, definitely the optimization has gotten a lot worse console wise, because now we're getting games that are freaking broken and unfinished. I'm not talking about you, Cyberpunk, but but we're getting broken games that are unfinished, that are, that are being put out, and then we're quality testing them, and we get to pay full price for that. We get to pay full price to test those games for them, which is kind of cool. I mean, if you think about it, we get them like, 5-6 months early before anybody else, gets a chance to experience that game. So I guess the trade-off, is kind of good, kind of not. I'm being facetious, dude. I'm so sick and tired of paying money for broken damn games. It's not even. Felix, what's up, man? A lot of people don't want to sit at a desk and play games or connect their PC to a 65-inch. Yeah, if anything, having a PC version will lead to more gaming revenue, which in turn should result in better game. Yeah, exactly. You would think, but I'm pretty sure all that money's going to go right to the to the rich people's hands, so that they can continue to squeeze. I've been gaming mostly PC lately. Let's see, where do we go? I've been gaming mostly PC. Great experience, but it can definitely be a headache at times trying to troubleshoot. Yeah, I love PC gaming, but I understand people choosing what to play on. I just hate when people get mad, pissed over other people get to play. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why that 5% of gamers freaks out about games going to PC, man. That's just dumb. I do not get that. Also, consoles are great with TVs. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think I don't really know any monitors right now that have is the quality of HDR that you can get on most of these TVs and stuff. So, I mean, that's one thing to also look at. I don't know how many are out or how much they cost. I don't care if it's on PC. Good for the players. It's a win situation for everyone. Fanboys need to go out and touch some grass or get a football. When do you think GTA? I don't know, man. GTA 6 is never coming out. They're gonna sell you Grand Theft Auto 5 like 6 more times before they put that out. Well done. Let's think about this for a second. If Gran Turismo 5 came out the beginning of last generation, that was about 7 years, well, a little over 7 years ago now. And then the next one they put out was Red Dead Redemption in 2018 or 2019. I would say possibly next year or the year after would probably be a good probably be a good safe assumption when it comes to that. I would say, yeah, I think their development time is about 4 to 5 years, and on those games. So I don't know if they have like two studios working on two different projects at a time, and with COVID, that might have pushed it back a little more. I'm just kind of interested to see what they really are going to bring to GTA 5 and what they can do to enhance that experience. I probably will pick it up and review it on this channel just so that, other people can decide if it's worth, rebuying this game to play it. I mean, I never finished Gran Turismo or Grand Theft Auto 5, so it'll be interesting to see, what has happened with the new update, to tell you the truth. 120 FPS is worth buying a new TV for is yes and no. I mean, you're basically your entry level 120 FPS TV is going to run you about $700 to $1,000. So if you already have, I don't know, man. That's kind of a hard. I mean, my TV in the front room, my P series Vizio, it does do the 120 at 1080p with HDR. So I mean, that's fine for most of the games that I already have. But I mean, I don't know, man. That's kind of tough. I mean, like, if you buy it now, then you're future proof throughout the whole generation. But I don't know. They're making gazillions, man. I think GTA 5 is going to be the first $1 trillion game, dude. I'm just dude, if they hit $1 trillion for that freaking game, I'm gonna be irritated. They're already making the GTA Online cash cows so hard right now. Yeah, dude, they're milking that thing like pretty bad. Yeah. Actually, I prefer the way Sony brings games to PC compared to Microsoft. Sony brings a game to PC after a while, after it's been out, but Microsoft releases games on Xbox and PC at the same time. I'm kind of okay with Microsoft releasing the games day and date on PC. I think that's better for the industry. I mean, it definitely gives you a reason to think about buying a PC if you're an Xbox fan. It definitely gives you more of a reason to be okay with that. I'd rather people be able to have access to the game. Most games have that. Most games have a shelf life, dude. To when they're going to be bringing in that money, and that first month of sales is crucial, because look at Godfall now. Okay, take Godfall for instance. Godfall came out on PlayStation 5. It was a launch title. That game sucks. Now after 7-8 months, they're going to bring it to PlayStation 4 and probably Xbox soon. Like, who else is going to buy that game, man? They shot themselves in the foot by not bringing that game out for everybody when it launched. I mean, that's just dumb. Tribalism, simple. Yep. Yeah, man. I don't know. Got to get back to this Scarlet Nexus thing, man. This game is freaking good. I'm curious. Microsoft only charges you once too. Yeah, exactly. You buy it on Xbox, you got it on PC. So Godfall. Godfall was it was god awful. Yeah, that game, I don't know, dude. I don't understand. They're like, oh yeah, this game can only be played on the PlayStation 5. And then you get in there and you're like, what is this crap, man? It's slow, it's sluggish, it doesn't feel good. The character design, I mean, the character design is kind of cool, I mean, to an extent, but then the gameplay in that was just like dull. I love the combat in Scarlet Nexus. The combat in Godfall was like, it was kind of dumb. Will be interesting to see how Series S and X cope with Flight Simulator. Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to that next month. I mean, I do kind of feel like if you're flying close to the ground, Andy, you're gonna see some interesting stuff, because the whole map isn't 100%. isn't 100% stylized and had that artistic touch to it, but there is a lot of places in there. There's going to be a lot of contrasting different things. Like you're going to see some stuff that looks like low res and stuff like it's going to have to be. It's the whole freaking planet. I just hope they don't run like the plane engine themselves. Yeah. Huh. With a game like Flight Simulator Delusional, being upset about that one being at 30 frames a second, the sheer scale of that game, honestly, I'm surprised they get it. They can get it running at 30 frames a second. I'll be surprised if it does run at 30 frames a second, not like 15 to 20. To tell you the truth, I've seen what that thing does to like 3090s and stuff like that, and it brings them to their knees. Godfall looks pretty but plays like trash. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Godfall is one of those ones. What's up, Darkest Hero? Thanks for coming to the show, man. Appreciate it. Did you pick up your copy of Scarlet Nexus yet? I think you should. It's freaking pretty dang cool. Gosh, this game is pretty good, man. I love it. I love it. I had to stop playing and get online so that I could continue playing after this for as long as possible. I want to try to complete this game this weekend, but I don't know if that's going to be, depending on how long it is, it might not be possible. I should probably get out of it. Let me save. My time clock is still ticking up, so I'm going to save this real quick, guys. And then turn it off real quick so I can, of course, yeah, dude, this game is so good. Huh, all right. Back. I got to. Have you noticed how freaking fast the quick resume is on this game? It's freaking it's pretty instant, man. I turned off my Xbox and then I got back on it once, and dude, it like turned on instantly. I was like, whoa, man, that's pretty fast. It doesn't even give you the little quick resume thing on there. It just blinks right back into existence. That was pretty freaking cool. I was surprised at how fast that loaded back in. My Pro controller for the Switch should be here today too. So, are there more cutscenes compared to still image slides in the game? No. They're basically still, all the cutscenes are basically those still image, for the most part, which is okay. But yeah, I don't think I've seen any real like actual cutscenes. The story of Scarlet Nexus so far has been pretty good. A lot of it's mostly been character building and stuff like that, and kind of explaining the stuff. You're going to want to read a lot of this stuff so you can get the lore. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the story so far. I'm really enjoying. It's almost more like it's a character-driven story as opposed to like an over. I mean, there's a character-driven thing that's like really good that keeps you going minute to minute. But then the overarching thing is pretty good. Yeah, I guess Wacky's kind of a game gives heavy anime vibes. So if you don't like, yeah, it is kind of heavy on the anime, but I'm actually, you know, Black Darkest Hero. That's one of those. Some of those times the anime stuff, the heavy over the anime stuff is kind of a turnoff to me when it comes to anime games. I don't really feel that way with this game though. Like I normally would. Yeah, I did try the Sea of Thieves DLC. A lot of screen tearing. So I'm gonna probably just wait for them to patch that or fix it. Maybe I'll check it out a little bit later tonight, see if it's still doing it. But I do want to play that. But that screen tearing, dude, on the Series X is no joke. It was getting pretty bad. Oh my bad. Thought you were a PC gamer. No, I don't. On what game? Delusional. Yeah, exactly. The world building on this game is really good. I like the characters. They're not like the average. Okay, so you can tell, like when you turn on like Genshin Impact, like those anime characters are freaking just annoying and stupid. This one here, like everybody's got a more serious tone. So it's not as cringe, like corny. So oh yeah, Sea of Thieves, man, is yeah, that screen tearing for me, it was like, ooh gosh, I want to play this, but that screen tearing, that stuff drives me nuts. And like it's like you can tell that that you're dropping frames and stuff. So I'm hoping they can just patch that and fix it and make it run a little better, a little more optimized. But it does feel like they've got a lot more like everything that I've seen on that DLC seems like the visuals are a lot higher fidelity than in the normal game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to release a patch and fix that. Like I have complete faith in that. So I mean, I've had the game for 3 years. It's not going anywhere. So as soon as they get it fixed, so I can have an optimal experience, I'm definitely going to be going back to it. Sometimes I do that, guys. Sometimes games, if they come out and they're completely broken, or they have like a lot of screen tearing, or they're not optimized right, I will set them aside until they fix them. Because I buy them digitally, so I don't really care. I mean, I have them forever. I mean, I'll get around to playing them eventually. It really does suck when it's something I'm really looking forward to, and it's not optimized or optimal. Then that kind of makes me mad, because if it's something I was looking forward to and I really wanted to play it, then I kind of get a little upset with it, you know. But I'm also going to watch the Scarlet Nexus anime episode 1 is already out on Funimation. Really? I didn't know they were doing an anime for it. That's good to know. Funimation, is that only on? No, I can get that on Xbox. Do you stream games? Sometimes I stream games. It just depends. Like story games like this one here, I probably wouldn't stream, but games like Returnal, I would stream that, or Chivalry 2, I stream that one. Racing games, I stream those. I actually haven't streamed a racing game in a little while. That's probably all the guys that have been like unsubscribing, is the guys that like my racing content. You know, when I set all this stuff up for this channel, I kind of put myself in an awkward position to where I can't get my racing sim rig set up. I'm hoping that I'll be able to switch some stuff up here in a little while, but as it sits right now, I really cannot. I really cannot pull my sim rig out right now. What's up, Paulo? How's it going, man? First time I've been able to catch you live. Keep it up, Andrew. I don't give up. Don't give up. We need more content like yours. I'm an old gamer too, since the early 90s, and I'm a fan of games and your videos. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, don't worry, man. I don't foresee myself going all cringe. Like I might put out like a cringy like headline or something, but like I'm gonna keep my content, you know, like I normally do. Sometimes I do. I just have to put out like I have to do like something weird with the headline just so people will watch it, or so YouTube will like pick it up and trend it or something. You know, it's like weird. Some stuff I put out like, and like I get like no views on it. So that if you guys like watch my content and stuff and you see like the cringe, like the cringe headline or whatever, just know that's only for people to actually see it and be able to watch that content. I'm just trying to get my content out there as quick as possible so that people actually see it and stuff. I feel like this channel's growing pretty good. Me and my wife both thought I was going to be talking to maybe 20 people, dude. So I'm actually pretty happy with how it's going. It's all about YouTube loves drama. Yeah, exactly. It's almost like I got to put that drama stuff out there, you know, just so people will watch it. Yeah, exactly, man. Crap Gamer, dude. Oh my gosh, every single video. And I'll look at it and I'm like, how the hell did he get 27,000 views? And I only got like 300 on this one. Like, you know what I mean? So I need to set up reminders or do for I'm confused right now, Windus. Reminders of when to go on or schedule videos. And I am trying to go live at more different times in the day, you know, to give everybody a chance, you know, to be able to come, like on the weekends for my live streams. Oh yeah. So most of the time, when I do these live streams, so I've noticed that like when I produce a video and I put it out, it takes a long time for me to get that out. So basically, the live streams, I will start doing more of a reminder, you know, like a half hour or something like that, if that makes it easier for everybody. He's only known for the put down Phil Spencer game. I only knew him because of that. Oh, oh gosh. You know, I've talked to Crap Gamer on Twitter and stuff. Like, we follow each other. He's not a bad dude. He really does care about games and gaming and stuff. So I mean, I do give him a hard time about his cringe comments and, you know, how he switched over, you know, and now he's just rooting for one team. Yeah, I think he should do both, but I think he might be afraid that he'll lose a lot of because his channel blew up once he started, you know, swinging for PlayStation. So I don't know. Crap has been on YouTube for 10 years. Yeah, that's true, man. So I mean, like, a lot of people understand and know him, you know. I mean, like, that's good. Like, whatever's working for him, man. I mean, me personally, I want to keep my content more like gamer focused and more game focused and more, you know, like talking about like the real stuff. I don't know, man. I do kind of feed into the negativity and stuff sometimes, but I try not to for the most part. But I am known to be able to completely complain about all kinds of stuff, guys. So you might see some of those complaining videos too, but I try to put some decent stuff out. He ran away from Xbox. Crap does some of the dumbest stuff ever. He said Flight Sim isn't a game. Yeah, it's definitely a game, man. If it runs on your Xbox or your computer, it's a game. It's not like you're going to be sitting in there flying. You know, that flight sim would be a good reason for Microsoft to put out a VR headset so that you can sit in there and like feel more immersed. I think that would feel better in VR. To tell you the truth, reminders would be super cool. It really sucks when I get back and seen the live stream has ended. Yeah. So I will start doing, because I can set up like my thing, you know, if I'm doing it through the StreamYard, I can set up like my streams in advance. So maybe I'll just start doing that. It's just sometimes I don't know. Like today, I just really wanted to talk about, you know, Scarlet Nexus because I was going to continue playing it for most of the day. So I will start doing that for you guys. I will give you, you know, at least at least an hour or something before I go live, so that more people can, get that chance to sign up to them. I know, crap. I've had issues with Crap Gamer. LOL. I roast him whenever Washington beat Baltimore happened. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of working for him the way he runs his channel, but I don't know, man. Like, I really hope that I can grow a good solid, following without having to resort to cringe stuff, because like I don't want to do that. I created this channel to make stuff that I would want to watch. And like you guys said, there's just so much garbage out there that it's like, oh man. But I feel like I get buried under that garbage too, guys. I feel like that garbage just buries me and like, kind of keeps me in the dark. I've had to rely on Twitter to spread, stuff about my VR at 30. No, they would definitely have to do better than 30 frames a second for that. You're right, because you need at least 90 frames a second so you don't get dizzy. As long as it's genuine from the heart. Some people just say what they feel would get them more views, and it comes off as cringe. Yeah, that's definitely true, man. Like every time you guys, I mean, just so you guys know, anytime I criticize PlayStation, anytime I criticize Xbox or Nintendo or any of that stuff, dude, it's coming from the heart, man. It's because I want them to succeed, and I want them to deliver the experiences that all of us want, because I'll tell you, man, there's been years where we've just had nothing but garbage games and they're all the same. And then there's been years that we've had like really amazing games. Like Witcher 3 to this day is still in that top spot for me. Like I don't know what it is or why I love that game so freaking much, but it is, man. Like that's one of my favorite games of all time. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's like number 2, man. One of my favorite games that I've ever played. One of the best experiences that I ever had, while playing the game. There's and I mean there's other ones that are good, like Siphon Filters or SOCOM and stuff like that. But those 2 games, and the first Assassin's Creed, I mean, those are games that like really like stuck with me. And hey Jim, how's it going, man? Welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming. It's just those games, they like stuck with me in a way that a lot of other games and a lot of other media just can't get through. I mostly swore off YouTube gaming channels. I only like watch Jake Baldino and you now. Yeah. I like Jake Baldino. That guy's pretty cool. I had to stop watching a lot of the YouTube content, like I do have those people that I really like, and there are some that are good, but I had to stop watching a lot of it and just start making my own, because like it was really starting to drag my gaming experience down, because when you watch somebody and you hear their opinion, like say you like a game, but then they're one of your favorite YouTubers and they're just completely trashing it and completely going nuts on it and just telling you just how terrible it is, and you're sitting there playing this game and you're like, am I playing a completely freaking different game? Like, everybody trashed Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I had a great experience with that game, dude. I loved it. I explored all over that freaking map. I still explore that map. I've gotten over 100 and something hours of gameplay out of that. And like when you hear people trashing a game that you actually like and stuff, and the way they trash it and just the stuff they say, it starts to make you wonder, like, dude, am I like different? Am I bad or something, and especially if it's one of those gaming channels that you really like. I don't really ever want to get on here and completely bash a game. Like I'll just let you know, like, hey man, it's not for me, or I don't like this kind of stuff about it. But I don't think you'll ever hear me completely just trashing a game unless it's Returnal or Godfall. No, I'm just joking. I don't hate Godfall. I mean, I just have no desire to finish playing Godfall, because I don't think the story, or I don't think the gameplay was what I expected it to be. And Returnal, it's not a bad game. I just don't like the way it looks, guys. I mostly okay. Let's see. VR minimum 90 FPS. They could just allow Oculus Quest 2 to run. That's what I've always thought, Andy. I've always thought that Microsoft should just allow a third party a third party, let you pick whatever VR headset you want, and run it with your Xbox. I wish they would bring that. I think that would be pretty good. Also, everything is a sequel these days. Yeah, exactly. I do want new IPs, but I don't want safe new IPs, Windus, if that makes sense. A lot of games, like they might be a new IP with new characters and stuff, but there's still that same old formula with everything. That's why, like, when I started playing like Bloodborne and Dark Souls games, back when Bloodborne came out, that like gave me a whole nother genre of games that I could play that would stress me out to the point where like I was feeling something new. And I mean, even like the Surge and the Surge 2 were pretty good games. I like those. Most PlayStation guys who rag on Xbox don't plan on buying one no matter what Microsoft does. They just like to make fun of Xbox and keep using it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, those people, man, just ignore them, because they clearly don't know what the frick they're talking about. Just like everybody that's out there saying, well, the PlayStation 5 is outperforming the Xbox Series X. And I'm like, no, dude, that's clearly not the case anymore. All those games have been patched. I own both consoles, and I own a lot of those games on both consoles. And yeah, dude, you can't tell a difference anymore. Like, there's no difference. Yeah, they both look exactly the same for the most part. Like, everything is probably the same because of the parity that both those games have, but there's no advantage either way. Not like neither system is out advantaging anything on those older on those games that first came out. There's no discernible difference to this point. And I wish Digital Foundry or some of these other guys that are well known for doing that stuff would come out and relay that. They'd be like, yeah, man, look, that's just not the case anymore. These games have been patched. They do run a lot better. I hate how I see people who only seem to care about AAA and think all indie is nothing but trash. Yeah, that too is another thing. I mean, you have to. Xbox Game Pass delusional is probably going to help a lot with that, because there are a lot of indie titles and AA titles that get overlooked. Me personally, if a game looks interesting to me, I usually will just pick it up. And normally until Game Pass, I would just buy those, and then I'd be stuck with them if they weren't good or not. I do like to experience a lot of new things, so I do probably play. I mean, like if it wasn't for I think I bought it, but One Finger Death Punch. This freaking game is pretty good, man. Like, it's like a stick figure and you're like fighting and stuff. That game's got some really, really addicting gameplay. So yeah, I mean, I think indie developers definitely deserve time. Deserve your time, and you should look at them. I don't know if I'll review a whole lot of indie games on this channel, though. If I really like them, I will. I'll definitely say something about them. But everything that I've seen so far that's coming out, like I do like 2D side-scrolling games, but I want them to be. I don't know if I really like the 8-bit aesthetic anymore. It's kind of hard for me to get into those, but I mean, a lot of the games that look kind of cool are like that, like Salt and Sanctuary and stuff. So, I mean, I might review those. And there was that other one that came out that Replaced or whatever. I've been looking at that one as well. Review Tech cringe, Crap Gamer cringe, King Trash cringe, Saltiest Gaming more cringe, J Station, Ultra King. Yeah, I mean, Ghost Recon was good, but I just got so much shit for the microtransactions. Like you had so much microtransactions, you could browse it for more time than actually playing the game. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, on those microtransactions, I don't even think I ever opened the store one time on that game. And, I mean, most of the time it's like I don't even really think I don't remember them really pushing microtransactions that hard in that game. I mean, in like Assassin's Creed and stuff, you have to like scroll all the way over to another page and stuff. They do advertise stuff on them, but I mean, I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't like microtransactions sometimes, guys. For the most part, if there's something like, say, I'm playing Black Desert Online and they put out an outfit that I really, really want for my character, there are two ways to get that on Black Desert Online. You can either grind and build up a lot of silver and put in an order on the market in that game, so somebody else can buy it for you and sell it to you for all that silver, or you can just buy it outright. So I don't mind systems like that, but at the same time, it also feels you can only buy a certain amount and put it on the store though. You're stopped at like 1 or 2 or something. Scarlet Nexus is living up to all my expectations so far. Yes, it definitely is. 16-bit is still good though. 8-bit, not so much. Yeah, I do like 16-bit. Replace looks. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of excited for that one. Oh, let's see. I got Mystic is by far the best PlayStation focused YouTube channel. The dude doesn't act like a fanboy. He just plays his games like a normal human being. Yeah, we definitely need a lot more of that on YouTube, guys. We definitely do. Replays. Yeah, Toby, I'm a big fan, supporter of Mystic Ryan. Yeah. 16-bit is still good though. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, like, for the most part, yeah, I would, Darkest Hero, I would definitely agree with that. I am 100% satisfied with Scarlet Nexus so far. I am really enjoying it. Thing I get from Sony fanboys is that they're like, "Oh, you must like crap games since you prefer it." Oh yeah. I don't even know why. Like, how could they even think that? I mean, honestly, yeah, Sony games look pretty and they got good stories most of the time. But I mean, are you really going to play that game for 100 hours? Can you really go through a 30-hour story more than once? I mean, sometimes, but I feel like once you've had that Sony experience, like playing that game, from front to finish, it was usually good enough to where either the story was really good and the gameplay was good enough to get you through it, or the gameplay was really good and the story was really good. Like the Uncharted games, those are really good games. They have good story, they have good visuals, they have good, pretty good gameplay for the most part. So like those games you could probably play through a couple times, but yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how they call them, like how they can figure a game, like almost every Xbox first party game has a story mode and an online multiplayer mode, right? I mean, for the most part, from what I've seen, and most Sony games don't have that. They have just a story game. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not a trophy hunter, guys, so I do not go out of my way to try to get trophies. I guess if you're a Sony guy, you kind of have to be all about that, because yeah. I never really understood what the big deal was with getting the trophies though. Does that like Does that mean you're like a better gamer or something, or like you got a trophy so you're the best? Because I thought that was what they used to give trophies out for. Um, Clearly, I'm a terrible gamer then because I do not go after all those trophies. Yeah, I could definitely see Horizon Zero Dawn having a workable co-op. I can see that. That would be kind of cool. But the scope, I feel like the scope of that game would need to be a lot bigger, Paulo, if they did that. Um, Something more like a Monster Hunter type deal, you know, like, well, no, Monster Hunter is kind of small in scope, but yeah, they probably could have got something like that to work, you know, bring in a co-op and have like a monster hunting session. Dude, that would have been cool. Yeah, honestly, it would have been great if they did that. And if they do ever put co-op in there, that's what it should be. It's only specific games I get trophies for. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I mean, the closest one I ever got to 100% completing was Control, and that's one of my that's one of those games that are in my top 10. I really like that game. Um, I'm yeah, like the exploration and stuff, and that was pretty freaking good. I like Control. I even bought the Ultimate Edition. Sony guys ask for your gamer tags if you try and call out things negative about PlayStation because they don't count you as a gamer. What do you mean they'll want my gamer tag? Even when I get an Xbox, I'll get achievements for the games I love. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, if I look back on all of my let me see. I think they show that all on my app thing. Let's see. Gears and Halo particularly. Oh, go to my face. So Scarlet Nexus, I've got 5 trophies. Dark Alliance, I got 3 trophies. Ace Combat 7, I got 23 trophies. Sea of Thieves, 14. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, 30. I'm about 45%. So yeah, I mean, most of these, like Cyberpunk, 28%. Now Replicant was 17. Elder Scrolls Online, I have 0 freaking trophies, man. Oh, 5 trophies. That's insane. Gears and Halo in particular. Black Desert, I have 64%, so 18 of those trophies. Let's see what my most one is. Oh man, I'm so hyped for Halo. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty hyped. Yeah, they will ask for your profile to check it out. And if you don't have a lot of gamer score or trophies, they will clown you. It's really weird. That's so dumb, dude. If you don't have enough plats or achievements, unlike they claim, you're not, as they put it, a real gamer. So what you say is me. Okay. um oh, dang. Well, if I'm not a real gamer, man, I've got 300 and something games on my Xbox Series X. So I got 70% on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm 700 out of 1,000 gamer score on that one. That one there's I still play that. I play it a lot. Anthem. I got 56% of the trophies on Anthem. Because I liked that game, but then they quit freaking supporting it. I got 48% of Outriders. Oh boy. Dang, man, I could go through this for freaking days. Marvel's Avengers at 52%. Assassin's Creed Odyssey 69%. Trying to find Control because Control. Okay, so the Ultimate Edition, after doing a playthrough on that one, I've got 51% on that. But it should give me for the regular Control too, right, guys? Oh, and that one went down to 68%, but I only needed I guess they added more with the DLC and stuff. There's more stuff that came to that. Nice. I like Control 2. Finished 2 days ago. Doing some side quests now. I suggested to everyone who liked it. Yeah, dude, I loved Control. Control was freaking good, man. When I first bought that, I bought it day one, and when I completed that playthrough on it, it said that I had, like, I was almost done. So I have 940 gamer score on that, and when it first launched, there was only 1,000. So with the DLCs, they added another 390. So that's the closest I ever got to completely platinum a game. Yeah, I think Control is one of those games that definitely because I like the whole Metroidvania aspect to it, and like just the combat, like it feels so good, and it's 60 frames a second now on Xbox Series X. Um, I didn't care. I mean, I was frustrated and irritated that I had to pay for the update for that, and that's basically all Sony's fault. I mean, I talked to the community manager on that on Twitter, and I asked him. I was like, "So is this so like this game is just parity with PlayStation 5, right?" And the reason they charged for that update is because they had to make a whole nother version for the PlayStation 5 when they could have just updated it through smart delivery on Xbox. That's another thing that really kind of frustrates me this generation is the way that Sony has made it harder for developers where Microsoft made it easy. I'm really hoping that a lot of developers will just, upgrade our games on the Xbox Series X. And, well, no, I don't want them to not upgrade them on the PlayStation 5, guys. I mean, that's kind of, but I think PlayStation should have to pay for those upgrades, not us. I've got 2 copies of Wreckfest. I got it on PlayStation 5 and the Series X. Whew. I did get the PlayStation 5 version with my PS Plus, so that was pretty cool. But that another game they had to charge us for an update because they had to make a whole nother version for the Sony. Sony even tries to blackmail devs over crossplay. Yeah, I seen that. That's pretty freaking sad that Sony hates back compat. Yeah, Sony does like to move forward. I guess they don't really. I mean, they want you to pay $70 for these games, but they don't even value them. You know what I mean? That's kind of. I mean, when you got third-party developers doing more to upgrade and enhance their games than Sony first-party, that tells you everything you need to know right there about Sony not really respecting your investment in their, especially if they want you to buy these games digital, guys. If they want you to buy a game digital, they should provide, they should be more willing to do free upgrades for you if that makes sense. Are you still downloading that game, Andy? Oh, yeah, it was like 16 gigabyte update or download. Or that's how much the install size is for Scarlet Nexus on my Xbox. So that's pretty good too, man. This is a pretty big game, and the download file is not even that big on it. That's a plus. I mean, it's good to see games that come out and they're not freaking 200. I don't buy any of their games at full price. Yeah, in my country it's 80. Oh gosh, dude, that is so freaking ridiculous, man. Yeah, like for me it's $75 just for a first party game with tax. And if I buy the deluxe edition for like Ratchet and Clank was like $86, man. And I got 86 freaking points on my PlayStation account, whereas on Xbox they'll give me 6,000. On Xbox, 6,000 points is worth $6. On PlayStation, 10,000 point, or what is it? 1,000 points? Yeah, it's 1,000 points is worth $10, guys. $10. I mean, I guess they're the same, but I mean, if Microsoft's giving you basically like $6 when you buy one of their games on their site, dude, like, yeah. It's because they're the market leader. PS4 EA has given them asshole points. I guess they're spending them by dicking up gamers. Yeah, that's probably true, man. I don't. Yeah, dude. I mean, Microsoft kind of came out all freaking high and mighty with the Xbox One and got shut down pretty quick. But I haven't seen that happen to PlayStation yet. People aren't going out of their way to the supply and demand. The supply constraints have made it way easier for people to remain hyped, to where right when they see it, they impulse buy it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, I can get one. I'm going to impulse buy it, you know? So I think that that will help this generation consoles grow to an extent, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to sell more than they did last generation. Well, they might. I know Microsoft is definitely going to take up a lot of that slack for the in the console disparity this generation. I definitely feel like Xbox is I definitely feel like Xbox is going to be far more competitive, and that's good because if Xbox sells more consoles, that means we'll get more games that are made for the console. Nowadays, I'm 90% PC gamer and 10% Xbox One X. Well, as soon as you get your Series X, Paulo, you're going to be 50-50. Sony somehow claims they have sold parts faster than PS4s, even though there's a part shortage. Yeah, I do think that's probably true, but they're all sitting in scalpers' basements because only 5 of us have PS5s, according to Twitter. Every time I see somebody who sells a console, man, only 5 people have got them. I'm like, well, I'm one of the lucky 5, I guess. I feel like the PlayStation 5 generation is about where it was in the PlayStation 4 generation, because it took me till March to get my PlayStation 4 when it first launched, and that's exactly how long it took me to get my PlayStation 5 was March. So, hey, Nightwolf, how's it going, man? Scarlet Nexus is amazing. 9 out of 10 must buy, especially Xbox folks. We need to support. Oh, yeah, definitely, dude. I bought it on Series X, man. I'm freaking enjoying this game. I love it. The headline is just there to get people to come. Try to, yeah, dude. I'm really happy with Scarlet Nexus. I think it's an amazing game. I definitely feel like the JRPG market is going to grow a lot on Xbox, especially with like Sega stepping up and bringing a lot of their content to Xbox now. It's definitely opening the door. I think they saw. I think, yeah, no crashes, nothing yet. No screen tearing, no bugs, no getting stuck in the environment. Yeah, dude, I'm freaking happy with the performance and the download size. It was only like 16 freaking gigabytes, man. That is freaking amazing. Shockingly, right now, Xbox says that Japan is their fastest growing market right now. I would believe it too. So Japanese like they like smaller stuff, and that Series S, yeah, and it's cheap enough to where they can pick one up and not feel like, completely bad out. Scarlet Nexus was heavily marketed by Xbox. Yeah, that's very true too. Same with Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, I like Devil May Cry, dude. I've been a Devil May Cry fan since the very first one, so I buy every single one of those games when they come out. I don't know how I'm really liking Nero. I'd rather play as Dante, but whatever. I feel like they needed a bigger game. Hopefully the next Devil May Cry 6 will be a bigger experience. I mean, I still like playing my Devil May Cry 5, but the other one that Ninja Theory made, that one was a good Devil May Cry 2 as well. I really like that one as well. Monster Hunter Rise. Gosh, man, when is Amazon going to drop off my package? Had to buy a new freaking controller for it. I'm playing Metal Gear 2 and finding out you didn't play a snake for most of the game. Oh, gosh. Are you just barely playing Metal Gear Solid 2? That was funny, huh? You get off the boat and you turn into Raiden. You're like, okay. I mean, that was the first game I played on my PlayStation 2 when I first bought that. That was the first game I bought for it. Was Metal Gear Solid 2. Dante is badass by rides. Nero comes off as cringe. Yeah, I don't like Nero's fighting style. I like Dante's much better. Serious S is so sexy. I think I might snatch one up. Yeah, dude, it's a pretty little. I'm a cap. Yeah, exact. Capcom is Castlevania is Konami, my friend. Capcom was on NES was Ghosts and Ghouls, Ghosts and Goblins, and gosh, what else did they have on there? Oh, the fighting games that Final Fight or whatever. Castlevania is Konami. I love freaking Castlevania, dude. I'm a major Castlevania fan. I really wish they would remake Symphony of the Night and put like 3D boss fights in there and like redo the whole visuals of that and make it more realistic and gothic looking. That'd be so freaking cool, man. Capcom actually made they put out that Ghosts and Ghouls again for the Xbox. It's on Switch and stuff too. Oh yeah, and Mega Man. Sorry guys, Street Fighter, Final Fight. I don't think Street Fighter was on Nintendo though. I think it was like Final Fight and stuff. And Mega Man. Mega Man. I always forget about Mega Man. Whenever I think about Mega Man, I'm always thinking about Metroid. So, but those are all good games. You know, I don't know why, but it is really hard for me to play regular Nintendo games. I can still play Super Nintendo games and stuff like that, but like regular Nintendo games, those are like really hard for me to when I see visuals of games like that, those are kind of hard for me to and you would think it would bring back like a nostalgic feeling or something, but I think it's because I mainly had like Super Nintendo was like my first like console that I got to experience a lot more games on, because I had a paper route and I was able to get that stuff for myself. So yeah, that was and I was old enough to actually go get like a job and start buying games. Old school games were hard as hell with no saves due to the game. Yeah, exactly. Generally being really short, it was how they upped playtimes. Yeah. Yeah, dude, a Dino Crisis remake would be freaking amazing. Has anybody taken the time to play Second Extinction? I played it for a few minutes and I didn't hate the game, but I just wasn't like, oh yeah, I definitely want to play this with a bunch of people. So I don't know. I mean, it looked pretty good, but I didn't really play that. And that's free on Game Pass. I think that Second Extinction is. I think I still have it downloaded on my Xbox. Or maybe I deleted it. Dino Crisis would be so cool. And yeah, exactly. That RE engine, man, after seeing this on the Switch, I have faith in that engine. And Resident Evil Village. Oh gosh, dude, that engine is pretty good. They have finally Resident Evil is at the realistic looking stage where I've wanted it to be for a long time. So I definitely think a Dino Crisis remake would be freaking amazing. Sony would probably come in and make Dinosaurs Crisis a 2-year time PlayStation exclusive. That would be so freaking dumb, man. That would be so dumb. Yeah, I didn't think the Second Extinction was fun. Yeah, I don't know. Like it felt a little clunky to me too. I don't know. I mean, hopefully it'll get better. I mean, it's definitely one of those ones that Um, it would. I bet it would be a lot funner with friends. I didn't try to play it with friends. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I would much rather prefer like a single player experience like Dino Crisis over a multiplayer dinosaur shooter game. Do you guys ever remember that game Evolve? You remember that that game Evolve that came out and you could be a monster or like four hunters or whatever? Did anybody even play that game? I did for a while, but gosh, dude, I wanted like a single player game. And yes, Resident Evil Village finished 3 times. Loved it. But I like RE7 a bit more. I did like RE7, but for me, I think that RE Village was my favorite one out of those two. I liked the supernatural feeling of Village more than I liked the Baker family. But I did like the Baker family. I did think it was, yeah, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I did like 8 or Village a lot more. Played RE, yeah. See, I should have played that in VR, but I never did. I played through that one on my Xbox. No, wait, I played through that on the PlayStation 4 Pro. I didn't have the VR then. That's why. I didn't have my VR then. Evolve died faster than Flash could run. Yeah. Did Evolve die faster than the freak Marvel's Avengers? Oh yeah, that Evolve. I don't know. I mean, I think that Evolve game could have been good, but or what about Jason, Friday the 13th? That was kind of like the same type of thing. I did play that a little while, but then I kind of got over it after they didn't want to upgrade it for next gen. Marvel's Avengers to me, guys, was like a bait and switch, bro. They came out and the campaign looked freaking amazing. Like it was beautiful, dude. And then you go to the and then once you finish all that, it like all the missions turned into like these PlayStation 2 levels, and I was just like, what the freaking hell, man? That bait and switch was so bad for me, like completely turned me off of that game. And now the download size is getting so freaking big, it's not even funny. I played that first Lost Planet, but I did not play the second one. I was kind of going through some stuff when those games were coming out, so I wasn't really able to buy as many games as I wanted to back then on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation 3, like toward the end of the generation, it was a lot harder for. I was going through a lot. Just had a baby that was, well, that was the end of the generation, like 2010 and stuff. Yeah, so it was a little bit harder to get some of those games. So those games had potential, but wasn't well supported. Evolve, yeah. I wish that Friday the 13th would have got more support, but now they're doing the whole Predator thing. Does anybody even play that Predator? Yeah, a knife to my heart. They should be, yeah, dude. I would love a new Soul Reaver, or a remaster or remake of it. Any day of the week, I would take that. That would actually be really good. Oh, gotta go. Have a good day. Yep, you too, Zed, man. It was definitely fun. Appreciate it when you come. Yeah, guys, that's probably it for me too. I want to get back to playing the Scarlet Nexus. I got a baby shower to go to. I'm going to be a grandpa next month. Well, the month after next. So got to take some presents up to the daughter. She lives kind of far away, so I want to play this before I have to go do that. And then I might go live again tonight when we get back, but I'll if I'm going to go live again tonight, I'll put a thing up and remember. Oh yeah, Clock Tower. I definitely remember those games. Those were Capcom too, weren't they? Those like point click move ones. I remember those Clock Tower games. Those were pretty good. You know, there used to be a lot of games out before that were good like the Clock Tower games that nowadays I don't know if they would get the same recognition. I think they would be mainly regulated to like indie titles now. But you know what? Back then, all them games were freaking indie titles, to tell you the truth, guys. Yeah, I mean those. I think those Clock Tower games were Capcom. And also Haunting Grounds. Yeah. Oh. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream so I can get back to playing my Scarlet Nexus. Yeah, they were fun. They were definitely fun. I miss a lot of that. I wish they would go back through those older generations and remake some of those games. It definitely would be fun. I know gamers like myself and a lot of older gamers, we would definitely buy them. You know, I think a lot of us would. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play this game, and then I will probably see you again tonight after the baby shower. So be looking forward to that. You know, like 6 o'clock or something, maybe even a little later. But yeah, I want to play some more of the Scarlet Nexus today. So you guys have fun.